PGA Championship here at TPC Harding Park in San Francisco. Pleased to be joined by Rory McIlroy, two-time PGA champion. Rory opened with a 70 today. A little bit of a rough start, but then you kind of got your steady groove and kind of talk about that transition that happened on that back nine there.
Yeah, actually got off to a nice start. Birdie in the first hole of the day, the 10th hole for us. And then, I made 3 bogeys in a row. Ended up being a pretty good bogey on 14. Yeah. And then after that was happy to, I birdied 3 holes in a 4-hole stretch to get back to under par for the day, which was nice. So that was good. And then on our second nine, the front nine, I didn't hit fairways. And then from there, the way that the pins were tucked, I was just trying to play to the front of the greens and 2-putt from 40 feet and move on to the next hole. So I need to hit a few more fairways tomorrow to try to attack some pins and get it closer and not leave myself 4 and 5 footers for par all day.
All right, we're going to zoom out real quick to Daniel. Go ahead, you're with Roy, Dan.
Yeah, hey Roy, can you hear me?
I can.
Just the conditions today, how would you summarize them versus the practice rounds? And is it hard at all when it's playing a little easier than it did in the first couple of days?
Yeah, condition-wise, obviously the wind wasn't up and it was a little warmer, so that was nice. I felt like the course was there for the taking. Obviously, Jason Day shot 5 under. There's been a few 4 unders, but it's sort of the pins were tucked a little bit. The greens are getting a touch firmer. A lot of wind directions. If for example, there's a few holes where the wind was or the pin was on the right side of the green and the wind blowing right to left. So it's hard to get yourself to get close to those. You're sort of hitting to the middle of the greens a lot, but. Yeah, it was there for the taking today. I feel like I definitely could have been a few shots lower, but I sort of grinded it out, and with how I hit it on the back nine, even par actually wasn't too bad.
All right, let's go around the horn, starting with one Jeff. And then
you want to be as stress-free as possible at the majors, but it doesn't always happen. So when you have to battle back like that, what do you pull out of that going forward?
Just that you've got plenty of time left. You're 2 over for the tournament after whatever it is, 6 holes, and there's plenty of time. And I knew there was some chances coming up. I had another par 5 and those 2 short par 4s that are very good chances. And but the way the conditions were, if you hit it well today, every hole was nearly a birdie chance. So didn't quite materialize like that for me, but it was good to get it back to even par. And just got to go work on it, tidy it up a little bit for tomorrow.
All right, number 2.
Kind of answered already, Rory. I was curious what happened on 14 and then just the idea of 3 in a row and settling yourself down.
Yeah, so the wind direction's been the same all week. The wind's sort of off the left on that hole. And I tried to hit the same drive I've hit every day there, aim it up the middle of the fairway and hit a little draw and just hold it against the wind. I just smothered it. My bad shot this week with the driver has been right, so I was probably just guarding against that a little bit. And smothered it left into the hazard. Okay. But ended up making a decent 5 from there. I was happy enough to walk away with a 5, and then, as I said, there were some chances coming up, and I actually started to play some good golf after that.
Okay, thanks.
All right, number 3. Bob?
I know you've sort of gotten used to this during the restart, but still, you start a major championship on 10. All 3 of you are introduced. There are some people out there, complete silence, and then you all 3 birdie it too. And nothing. Is it weird, or have you just gotten so used to it now?
At this point, not really. Yeah. It's still funny, 99, 2000, 2006, 2007 PGA champion Tiger Woods, and then there's nothing. That's pretty interesting. That's definitely different, but we've got used to it. It's the way it's going to be for the foreseeable future, unfortunately, and. At this point, everyone I think's adapted and got used to the environment that we're playing in.
All right, let's go to 4.
Just quickly, kind of following up on that, Rory, you guys are all fast players. You sound like you had a lot of nice conversation out there, really relaxed. Do you ever, because it's a major championship, need to remind yourself a little bit, because you're all pretty quick and it's relaxed, to sometimes slow down a little bit?
Certainly, I have to remind myself all the time to slow down, whether it's a major or not. But I think, Yeah, I think most people would say they play their best golf when they're slightly relaxed. Not too relaxed, but also not too much on the other side and too intense. So, and we all know each other. We play a lot together when we're at home, and so that makes it a comfortable grouping as well. But yeah, definitely, I think that's one of the things that's come out of not having fans is the rounds have been a little faster. You don't have to wait for people to settle down, and especially when you're hitting it in the rough all day like I was. So that's been a nice thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a good observation. You probably do need to just tell yourself to slow down a little bit.
Thanks.
Okay, number 5, Mark.
Hey, Rory, just two things actually. Speaking of relaxed, Brooks talks about how he's more relaxed at majors. Can you relate to that at all, or is it are you more amped up? Where does it fall for you?
Yeah, I'd probably be not amped up, but there's a in the back of your mind you want to play well, you want to, like every week, but yeah, maybe take there's 4 opportunities a year, and you want to make sure that you get yourself. But you should be, I think when Brooks talks about being relaxed, I think anyone that's done the preparation and feels like they're in a good spot with their game, you can enter these tournaments relaxed and go out there and play your game and play with freedom. And he's got his thought process and why he's relaxed, and he says, well, half the guys can't win, and then the half that can win, half of them aren't going to play well, so I only have to beat 30 players.
You ever ask him which half you're on?
We'll see tomorrow.
Just as a follow-on on him, as somebody who has a handful of majors yourself, if he were to make 3 in a row at the PGA, where as a fellow player, how would you categorize that in terms of level of accomplishment?
Yeah, I mean, to win 2 majors in a row, to defend a title is impressive.
Yeah.
So to win 3 major championships back to back, and his the run of golf he's played in the majors has been incredible. Seems to just as he said, find his comfort zone in these tournaments, in these environments, for whatever reason that is. I think we're all just lucky that he doesn't find it every other week.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Okay, Roy, thanks for stopping by. Best of luck to you tomorrow.